After much anticipation, it is here, guys. Deadpool. Juicy little trailer filled with clues and Easter egg juice for you, and we're here to drink it to the last drop. I'm Gabe Ho-Writer. Oh, stick around. We've got a tease for the Deadpool sequel at the end, so you'll want to see that. This is #news. Now, Deadpool is a Marvel comic book hero with a history both in comics and you may not remember it, but in film too, X-Men Origins. So after this, take a click over to our other video to get a better idea of who this guy is and what happened with his character the last time they tried it. Now, because we're all adults here, we're gonna watch the Red Band trailer, but don't worry, we'll include some stuff from the Green Band too. But on to the trailer. The trailer opens with Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, and his girlfriend Vanessa, played by Morena Baccarin of Firefly Hotness, with Wade learning he has terminal cancer. Now, a mysterious figure comes to make him an offer he can't refuse. You might know this creepy actor as the creepy alien in Galaxy Quest. We meet the Recruiter. He works for the Weapon X program, which is the same group that gave Wolverine his adamantium claws. Just, you guys will CG in the claws, right?
We don't have the budget for that.
Are you kidding me? So wait, does that mean Deadpool ties in with the X-Men and Wolverine? Shoot on over to our other video that has a quick rundown on all that.
I can make you a superhero. You just promise you'll do right by me.
Sure, buddy, we'll do right by you. And by right, you mean completely ruin your life and make you into a government superweapon that will do whatever we want with you. That's what you mean by right? On the left side here, you can see some of the other patients being carted around with what looks like a neck brace. Just speculating here, but this could be Worm, a fellow experiment and Deadpool's only friend while he was inside the lab.
Please don't make the super suit green. Or animated.
Yes, Ryan, right here. This is a callback to his Green Lantern costume, which was completely CG, which is a pretty weird choice all around. People hated that costume, but it's a good example of how the character of Deadpool doesn't give a flying floop about calling out our reality, even though it breaks the fourth wall. What's the definition of fourth wall? Right there, huh? Don't even have to look in the dictionary. Dictionary? Come on, guys. Guys? Plural form of guy, right? Come on, stop it. Let's move on. Director Tim Miller confirmed that Wade Wilson will not break the fourth wall, but his alter ego of Deadpool can do it all the time, because Deadpool knows he's in a movie, but Wade Wilson doesn't. The director also said that Ryan Reynolds couldn't help but go off about how much beef he had with the Green Lantern movie, that there's bound to be lots of Wade Wilson almost breaking the fourth wall just so Ryan can vent out all that Green Lantern angst. But you might have to watch the deleted Blu-ray scenes to see it all through.
One thing that never survives this place is a sense of humor.
We meet Ajax, who seems to be the primary villain of the movie. Now in the comics, Ajax is a sadistic Weapon X operative who's had his nerves burned out due to experimentation. Fun note, he's being played by Ed Screens, who was on Game of Thrones as the original Dario Naharis before he quit the freaking show to do Transporter Begins, or whatever they're calling it.
Hey, yeah, I wanna shoot. Baby.
Up until now, it's been sort of a moody, dour superhero trailer, but once Salt and Peppa's shoop kicks in, you know you're in for a ride. In the original version of this scene, it was Hollow Batgirl that Deadpool was listening to, and if you're wondering what I mean by the original version, I'll get to that in a second. If you look at Wade's mask, you'll note that it's actually CG in a lot of shots. This is to preserve how incredibly expressive Deadpool can be through his mask. Deadpool dropping off the highway into the sunroof of this moving SUV shows off his incredible ninja skills, with a Z on the end. Can I just note how much I love it when trailer sound effects line up to the music? It's like scratching an itch I didn't even know I had. But if all this feels really familiar, that's because it's the exact highway sequence from the leaked Deadpool animatic last year. That actually wasn't a leaked scene from this movie. That was a proof of concept that Ryan Reynolds actually pushed to make happen so that he could show what a good Deadpool movie would look like, instead of that crappy treatment he got on X-Men Origins. But people love that proof of concept so much that that's the entire reason they even made this movie. And that original scene was so great, they just kept it mostly as is in the film. There's a link in the description to it if you want to check the full thing out. Now, if you look at the street signs, they're listed as Nicchisia Fabian, which is the co-creator of Deadpool's name, reversed. And the Miller sign to the right is probably for Tim Miller, the director. How not vain of him. Really, Tim, didn't put enough of your stamp on the film behind the scenes? Just get over yourself. Now from the skyline, we can tell that this is pretty obviously Vancouver, which also makes sense because a lot of Deadpool's origin takes place in Canadian government facilities.
This guy's got the right idea. He wore the brown pants.
The brown pants is a unique little reference to poop. He's talking about poop. Get it? Awesome shot here of Deadpool's CG eyes. Also of note is Deadpool's gun. It looks like a Desert Eagle handgun, and it's the official gun of characters like Agent Smith from The Matrix and Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. If you need a quick way to let viewers know that your character's a badass, this is it. It's also the bane of my online shooter existence. 2 guys with 1 bullet. Well, Deadpool's got you beat. This moment of the Green Band trailer.
Cue the music.
which is another typical Deadpool fourth wall shatter, and then the editor plays DMX's "X gonna give it to you," which has to be a little nod here because Deadpool was created by Weapon X and will give it to you. It being death. Deadpool showing off his ability to really take a hit, but also an example of a wound that doesn't faze him since he has regenerative healing due to all the government experimentation. Thanks, Obama. Much like Wolverine from the X-Men, Deadpool has healed himself back from being sliced, diced, and even decapitated.
Since you guys are stepping out, could you grab me a couple chimichangas?
Sword through the skull, that's part one of how you earn an R rating. Now, while I have no doubt that Gina Carano herself could probably lift me up with one arm, this does sort of hint at her having some sort of super strength. If you were reading the words during this section, which, let's be honest, you were probably distracted, they say, "With great power comes great irresponsibility." A play on Spider-Man's catchphrase, "With great power comes great responsibility." Now, let's just freeze frame on this for a second. No, not just to get an eyeful of the steaminess going on there, but to note the decorations and lights in the background. That, combined with the decorations in a later scene, suggests that this is a Christmas movie! Ching, 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 death and sex and R ratings! Oh yeah, here we go. Freaking Colossus of X-Men fame. The strongman mutant who can turn himself into metal shows up in what I hope isn't just a cameo. Who else in this movie has shown super strength?
Less angry Rosie O'Donnell?
Gina Carano, yes! Is Gina Carano gonna MMA fight Colossus? One can only hope. One being me. I'm the one. Fans of Colossus might also note that this one looks a lot freaking bigger than the previous Colossus, and that's because the director was not down with how puny he seemed in the X-Men movies before. He's like 7.5 feet tall here. A super quick clip of Brianna Hildebrand playing Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Fans lucky enough to have seen the leaked Comic-Con footage got to see her introduce herself and get a quick pep talk from Deadpool. Negasonic Teenage Warhead is primarily another X-Men character and doesn't actually tend to have crossover with Deadpool, but the writers just thought it'd be funny to have a goth teen be a straight man sidekick to Colossus. I think they were right. What is she gonna call herself when she turns 20? Negasonic college-age Warhead?
It reeks like old lady pants in here.
Sounds like you have a dick in your mouth.
The scene with more Christmas decor, but also we meet Blind Al, Deadpool's elderly blind roommate. They kind of have a weird relationship considering Deadpool was sent to kill her, but then later kidnapped her, but then they became friends and now she's kind of his housekeeper. Basically the same story as Alice in the Brady Bunch.
Oh, motherfucker, you are hard to look at.
Like a testicle with teeth.
Okay, Deadpool's face, the results of the experiment that cured his cancer, also left him forever looking scarred.
You look like Freddy Krueger face fucked a topographical map of Utah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that checks out. This is TJ Miller from Silicon Valley as Weasel, Deadpool's arms dealer and info broker. It's also good to have a friend who will tell you like it is. And the trailer money shot. We get to see a nice close-up
Triple kill!
as well as Deadpool snort his gun smoke. And while smoking is bad, this shot is still very, very cool. But again, don't smoke, kids. Now, this thing doesn't come in until after February, but hey, it's at least a lot closer than the sequel, right? Oh, speaking of the sequel, the director let it spill that in Deadpool 2, they most certainly will feature another major character from Deadpool comics and the Marvel world, Cable. Cable is the son of Cyclops and a clone of Jean Grey, but he's also a time traveler from the future, so he's kind of old, and my gosh, are they gonna make such a great buddy comedy together. I can't wait until Deadpool 2. Okay, if you need more Deadpool, now's a good time to click over to our Who is Deadpool breakdown video just to keep the conversation going and chat about how awesome it is that we have an incarnation of this character on film that doesn't have his freaking mouth sewn shut. Let's get some conversation going in the comments, guys. I want to hear what you think. Do you think there's any chance we'll get some more Deadpool crossover with any other characters? His old buddy Wolverine wants to work with him again, I hear.
Great. Stuck in an elevator with 5 guys.
Oh my God, you ever shut up, pal?
Join the fun, guys. Subscribe. We're here all day, all week, all month, all of our lives. We don't have a choice. So just come be a part of the fun. I'm Gabe Howriter, and I have regenerative healing abilities too. Hey, Ted, punch me in the face.
No.
Hey, come on, dude. Why not?
You have muscles.
Yeah, that's true. But do it anyway. Punch me. Punch me. Guys, Ted fainted from the stress of hitting me in the face. I didn't even feel it.